Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of Prey. It's been a couple of days since we were in here, so it may take me a moment to remember exactly what our goal was, but I do remember feeling a sense of curiosity about escape pod key. As long as we're thinking of it, why don't we take a quick look to see if we can figure out telepathic Typhon. Ronnie. Okay, I do remember that, but that's not what we're here for. Go to deep storage, not yet. Get the key to Alex's escape pod in the neuromod division. That's probably... Oh, yeah, I do want to know who December is. I have a theory that it's a version of January from an alternate dimension, but that is mostly based on trying to connect disparate plot threads from inside the game and isn't particularly supported by anything that we've encountered in the game so far. Like January, it has my voice. However, December's directive is to help me escape Talos I. It claims that before I lost my memory, I hid the key to Alex's private escape pod in the debriefing room of the neuromod division. This map, this is a fascinating map. I do not know, like, I guess, okay, you know what I bet? You know what I think we're supposed to pull from this? How do you get to Neuromod Division? Well, it looks like you can do so through the lobby, is I think what we're supposed to take here. Yep, and then the guts. Okay, for the first time ever, I'm starting to parse together what this map means. Someday I would like to go to the power plant and unlock that, but for the time being, let's see if we can hit the road. Oh, that's right. We are in exotic materials storage. That's where we left off. So I wanted to go look in here, and I don't know that we actually know what is alive versus not yet. So, yeah, we've already did not actually pay attention to what I just picked up. Point 2 of exotic material. Now, this exotic material would be somewhat more valuable to us if I hadn't picked up early the mod that allows us to pull useful organs out of Typhon, because basically every single Typhon that we've killed for most of the game has been giving up organs and tumors that are good for giving us exotic materials. But exotic materials are necessary to make the to craft your own neuromod, so for that purpose, it is still a good time. See, I would, in real life, never walk into this room unless I had something wedged in the door, on the logic that, what if it doesn't open behind me? Or what if it locks behind me? Oh, that is... okay. Let's see, do we think there's anything else around here? It seems like the kind of room where things might be hidden or stashed, but... Oh, it's motion sensitive. Interesting. Whoa! It got me. It got me. Now, fortunately, we have already scanned all the regular mimics. What we haven't done, though, or what occurred to me, is that I did so much wandering around earlier in the game that I wound up killing a bunch of guys, like a bunch of enemies, and you cannot scan dead enemies for research points, so a little bit at the mercy of the game to see if any of those dudes are going to respawn. And I believe that is a thorough look at exotic material storage. Don't think there's anything else in here, so as long as we are nearby, we might as well go see if we can find escape room key, or escape pod key. Now, this area should be relatively clear. Now, 94 meters that way doesn't sound like that far. Oh, well, hold on, we've got both a recycler and a fabricator down this way, so... Alright, I think I'm going to carry turret with me for the time being. If we get into combat, one thing that we've learned is that I am not going to have an opportunity to deploy it.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. I'll have you feeling better soon. There. All better. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire.
But I don't know that we're going to be back through here for any reason, so yes, director's office.
Will be invaluable.
No, we're okay. Sorry, I was just taking a look in here and being like, wait a second. Okay, so this is not where I was thinking in my head, but the materials that we want are here. So let's put that down. Yeah, okay, so that's still deadly. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, let's, nope, we don't want to fabricate just yet. Make use of this. Now, can I do this without getting shocked? I'm going to save it before we do this. Okay, wow, look how full we are already. So, A, transfer junk. B, extra tool, extra pistol. Nope, we definitely don't want to get rid of that. Although I am heartened by the fact that if I ever make a really severe mistake, we can always craft a replacement weapon. Okay. Sorry, that was me just muting for a second to sneeze. I was feeling great all day long, and then here in the evening, it's suddenly like, Stuffy City. Alright, I think we're going to wax one glucosist because we've got plenty of other stuff. Boy, thank God we found some more null wave transmitters. That was a pleasant find. And what are these? Typhon lures. Alright, that's good. And we'll just recycle that and give the electrical arcs a nice wide margin as we grab up all of that. They got 12 more exotic materials off that. I did.
Nice to see
yes,
you.
leave my turret here. I am not committing to dragging this turret through the entire game as though it's a companion cube, but I will hold on to it for now. Now, is one of these an engineer? Because that'd be good. Science and medical. It's always the one you want that isn't present. Okay, so remind me again. So escape pod key is now. Hold on a second.
See you again, Dr. Yu.
One quick note, you cannot move faster than this. Okay, so it's giving me sort of a, interstitial waypoint here. And now it's 132 degrees this way. Yes, I would very much like to learn more about January. I feel like that's one of the, outstanding mysteries in a game of mysteries. Okay, I think I have to go left here if I remember correctly, because the other way is blocked off. And I'm too darn lazy to throw a recycling grenade at it. What is happening? What the hell is that? Well, I don't want to go... Son of a... I didn't mean to go back through decontamination. I want to scan it before I deploy the turret. Shit! Oh! I'm getting... Something bad is happening. Where even am I? Okay, pause for 1 second. What the hell is this? A poltergeist. That's a very good name for it. Poltergeists are not a normal part of the Typhon ecology. Instead, they appear to be a result of a rare mutation that occurs in less than 5% of phantom genesis cases. The poltergeist is also the only known Typhon to possess the ability to render themselves invisible. So they're not teleporting, that's good to know. Undetectable even to psychoscope scanning. The exact mechanism is unknown at this time, as their limited numbers make adequate study difficult. Please note that any enclosure used for phantom genesis studies must be subjected to a full purge to avoid overlooked poltergeist specimens. They're weak to fire and immune to none, and we can learn lift field from them, which I suspect is what I was just hit by. What we cannot learn, though, is Psychoblast, which I would really like. I'm actually somewhat vague in terms of... Oh, I fell. Okay, I thought I got tossed up someplace. Can I climb back out of here? I can. Now, at issue is that the poltergeist...
Deploying.
Oh, I think that's backwards. Oh, it's facing backwards. Hold on, that's worse than useless.
Dr. Yu.
Alright, so I've got it tagged. I just need it to follow me. Oh, that had some backlash to it. Okay, good to know. Why don't you come in here, buddy? Oh, it's because it's still... Is it dead? I think it is. See, and that's why you bring a turret.
Target, no target material detected.
Okay. Let's switch. Let's switch back here. That away. Grab this. I did not even realize there was a hole there. So, let's see. Looks like I want to go... Oh, I'm coming at it backwards. Okay, I need to go the other way. Well, I got to learn about poltergeist, so it all works out. Science operator. I could have used some psi powers there, now that I think about it. Slowed down time. I hope everybody watching is having a great weekend here in the United States, and we're recording this on a Saturday evening here at the very beginning of October 2020. It is it was a wonderful day and evening as well. Hold on, I don't know if I've checked that cabinet. I apparently have not, so that's good news. And this is an altogether different place. So I don't know that it'll let me bring the turret or not. Let's assume that it won't, so I might as well deploy that there. Throw down a quick save, just in case it crashes on the way through the door. That, frankly, has not happened, but there's a first time for everything. Chivalry says... Chivalry says that Mia says to fuck me. Huh. Well, happy weekend to Mia. Mia recently played through... Okay, played through is incomplete. She played a bunch of Slender the Arrival, I think, which... So, I did not know many things about sort of these Slender Man games. I had sort of, like, in my head just mixed them all together as 8 pages. And that was, like, the only Slender Man game, even though, like, in retrospect, I have seen more than that. I guess they're all so similar in structure that I just didn't pay a lot of attention. So Mia was playing,
Good
I
evening,
believe,
Talos. Registration
Slender
for
the
Talos
Arrival.
Employees talent show is now
And
open.
it was, as I expressed to her in a, like, a
desk
text
to
message
reserve a
exchange
slot.
afterwards, exactly what I have come to expect from a Slender Man game. It was exactly that, nothing more and nothing less. It, like, you know, good on you for people that enjoy those, but to me, I look at them and just, like, it reminds me personally, and I've not played these games, I've only looked at them being played. They remind me a lot of something like Five Nights at Freddy's, where if you are looking for the thing that it does, then you'll be very excited about it. The jump scare that it has. What the hell? Whoa! Yeah, it's hunting me. What the hell is this? Evade or kill the nightmare. Oh, okay. Do you have any, like, to expand on that? The fuck is this? Where? Hold on a second. Okay. Hello to Ricardinho. Something awful is after us. I would love to scan it. Oh, no, it knows exactly where I am. Well, actually, I'm not sure, because the timer is still going down, but it does seem to be throwing some sort of horrible pulse monster at us. Okay, so I guess my options are sit here for another 2 minutes, which would make just for the best possible stream, I think. Option number 2, I could throw down a quick save and then try to fight it. But I can't do anything until I can scan it. Yeah, see, it is, at a minimum, like, disrupting time and space. Wait, yes, no? We're just gonna wait to see if this is able to complete to that very narrow. Just a little more. Come on.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Oh, more specimens. Yeah, I'll go seek out a lot of these. Let's see. Data, research. Nightmare. No entries found. Please contact Dr. Hans Kelstrup, Director of Psychotronics. Morgan's notes, the Typhon responsible the Typhon response to an anomaly in their ecology. Something that's like them, but isn't. Me. I am not like them at all. I have one psi power, and it didn't come from a Typhon. Only purpose seems to be to hunt me down. It seems unstoppable. It is weak to psychic, which I don't have, and it's immune to EMP and stun. And theoretically, well, I wouldn't mind learning a little power called regeneration, but, I mean, that thing just seems like instant death. So, oh boy, I think that people raided over. So people are apparently raiding over, and we received no notification of it whatsoever. Like, checking in chat, it doesn't show anything about that, but thank you so much to He Who Dies. Patikin is here, Rhino is here, Aleknax is here. Hello to everybody. I hope that you're all having a wonderful Saturday. Which day of the week it is has been mostly wiped from my mind, because we've got something called a nightmare. And if you weren't here moments ago, I was just talking about Mia's stream of the Slenderman game, and the next thing that I knew, I opened a door, and there was a monstrosity the size of the door, and it just popped an objective saying, flee or evade or kill the nightmare. The nightmare is after you. It's like, oh, okay. So I can't help but notice that the timer is down, but the nightmare remains. So it turns out that my plan to wait it out was not good. I am now going to throw down a quick save. We're going to equip a shotgun, and I will probably, let's see. Yeah, so let's take a Medipack and a suit repair pack, and then get out of here. And we're going to go despair for our lives. This is not going to work, and then I'm going to have to find plan B, but... Oh, God. Look at that. I just lost most of the lives. Why is there a timer on the screen? What does that even mean in this context? All right, we're going to eat another Medipick. Yep, okay. Christ. All right, that's all I got. It doesn't say that it's immune to glue. I assume that it is. Okay, and then... Oh, wait, maybe a Q-beam? But it's got so much health. Is there any other way that I can wear it down a little bit? Oh, a null wave transmitter. I mean, it can't possibly like that, right? Okay, that might really piss it off. And, let's see. We put a whole bunch of shotgun shells back in this thing, so... I think I actually disabled its abilities. Oh, you got... Oh, just as the bravado was coming out. Okay, but that went way better than I thought, because I thought it was hopeless, and then if not for the long arm of the law, we probably would have gotten away with that. Okay, new plan, but it's mostly the same plan. E and Z. All right, and still pressing the wrong button to get out of that. Yeah, mostly I really need to make sure I don't get hit by those energy balls. Because we saw what happened. Alright, get him. Okay, still gonna shoot me. Okay, I gotta say, I did still like using the null wave transmitter. Just stay further away this time. Not again. Not twice. Okay. Gross. Okay, 30 organs, all 30 of them, and a Typhon cortex, which I assume is very valuable. Yeah, I don't often call for clips on our own channel, but that one would be okay. Let's just go ahead and recycle that stuff right now. And somebody may already have grabbed it. But yeah, so a lot happened on Twitch today as well, but I do want to just finish sort of summarizing. Yeah, all I can say is that the Slender Man games are not for me. I find that Slender Man is an interesting sort of example of a crowdsourced horror, and I think that it's kind of cool for that. Escape pod key. Escape pod key is right above us, but just on a different floor. But the Slender Man game, which seems mostly centered on, you know, don't look at it. I don't know. I felt like Mia gave a really good tour of that game in that it was exactly what I've seen others play of Slender Man. Sorry, you never know where the next thread is going to be. So I want to get one floor up, and since I don't have a lift power like that poltergeist, Alex Max is saying the pistol chewed through his house. So I was watching the numbers pop off the monster. I was not watching the health bar. So yeah, okay, that was, if that's the case, that was really good, because I was not sure that the pistol, I was worried that I was throwing away all my ammo. And speaking of throwing away ammo, can we do the opposite of that and craft some? Not here. Also, I may, you know something, I don't know. We're gonna go upstairs. But earlier today, Patikan, Tashir, and I'm gonna forget, unfortunately, who else was involved, and I apologize for that, but they were playing Division 2 and doing the recently released Skyscraper. Huh. Oh, I can unlock this now. Okay, let me save it before I do that. The Skyscraper content and made it up to like what was it, Patikin? Was it floor 85, 86, 87? It was north of 85, I want to say. I wasn't 100% sure where that we've read that one. Well, not 100% sure what was like the highest point that you made it to, but I have been in here. I've been in this area. I remember this name and I remember this location. So I'm trying to get there. And I'm not sure how to get there from here, so we'll keep moving. But that was a lot of fun to watch. I had to do some stuff locally here, so we weren't able to do what has become a running tradition now of playing some multiplayer games on Saturdays. Escape pod key. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm just looking to see if I can I just... Yeah, it looks like I can just jump down these stairs. No, no. Okay, it's fine. As long as I don't fall to my death. Any landing Morgan can walk away from. Yep, I had a feeling. Oh, just anything except the mimic, please. Okay, it did drop something. Alec Master saying should go back to the door the nightmare came out of. I believe that's where we went through. Like that, the door where we fought it was... I think that's the door where it appeared. Boy, maybe I missed something. I kind of thought that it had stayed relatively stationary. Okay, escape pod key. We are on the right track now. And then after Division, Patikin and Hihu were playing some more of Fall Guys, which they haven't launched Season 2 yet, correct? But they were doing some new challenges and stuff that I... like, at least some new course layouts that I was previously... Like, I don't think that I've seen before. With some of the new... Oh, look, there's December. December wasn't here before, so let's just... Why do I feel like something can see me? Okay. You might need this 4126 signed M, as though it's Morgan. Alex's office safe. Now, what's a shame is that even though I've got pretty good repair skill, it is not giving me the option to repair December. I don't know why I walked up to this without scanning it first. That was a rookie mistake. Now, before I leave this area... Was there or was there not a visitor center that we never explored? Let me go look up here. That's in the staircase behind us. Oh, good. Skill recording room is still locked. Okay. So I could potentially get it around the other side. The visitor center, or visitor's area, whatever it was called, was near the very beginning of the game, and we passed it, and... Oh, I can hack this. What the... Hold on. I think now I'm required to be dead in real life. Oh yeah, and he who's been playing some Star Wars Squadrons. And I guess my question for you, he who is load last save game. How's the single player campaign in that? Because I don't know that I'd get that much in the way of life out of the multiplayer. But if it's got like enough content for like a fun single player story or something, that could be a good time. I don't think there's anything in here for me, but no. Whatever there was, I've already grabbed it. So we can go back in there, but like my instinct to look around here remains intact. And I got spotted. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to come down here then. There's no way for me to get up there, is there? I don't think so. Not from here, anyway. Okay, so I want to go over there. Let's do it. Okay, this is a control panel. A grav shaft repair. Ah, so that's how I can get upstairs. Do I want to fix this, though? Because, as I recall, we built ourselves a little ladder that we can use to get up there. I'm going to save it real quick, but yeah, we had no trouble navigating this without spending any repair points, at least once upon a time. There we go. Yeah, see, Morgan's pretty lithe. She doesn't need a grav lift. He was saying the gameplay is good, the controls are very accessible to most people, and the FPS feel of the flying makes it attainable by most too. And he was saying the good old goo ladder. Damn straight. Okay, target out of psychoscope range, but me not out of visual range, so... I don't know how to close distance with this thing, because it can see me coming from all the way over here. You know, something, screw this glue gun.
Suit integrity damaged.
Oh! That was in slow motion, kids. That's how fast they move when you have hyper max pain reflexes. He was also saying 10 out of 10 for optimization, visuals, world creation, environments, and overall immersive story. Well, that is high praise, I would say. But he also does note 7-ish hours if you play it on story difficulty. Probably find out what like normal difficulty was like. All right, if I can be quiet, I might be able to sneak up on them. Oh, and we can hack our way in. No, we can't. That's hacking level 4. I did not know there was a hacking level 4. Oh, wait, sorry. There was one question from... Alec was asking, what was that? So, assuming that we're talking about this monster, it is a phantom, and a phantom appears to be a crossbreed or some sort of amalgamation between a regular Typhon and a human host. So it's a Typhon that is at least part human. No, that's not what I want. I'm not sure that I want to be overly reliant on the shotgun either. Whoa! Cool. That's cool. Oh, they just don't know what to believe anymore. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna eat a medikit. The fun thing is, I don't know what happened to the mimic that just jumped me. It is presumably a new piece of furniture. Oh no, no, it's just strutting around. It knows what it did. All right. Typhons can turn into toilet paper rolls and coffee cups. They can jump kill you from the other side of the room. But it turns out that my power to reload the game trumps them all. 2 bullets left in the chamber. That's it. What the hell was I coming over here for anyway? Okay, so this we can hack. Alec Nessa has clipped the the event where I died in slow-mo to the Phantom. Wait, do I want to? This is a. Huh. I want to go in there. I want to go in there, and I can throw a recycling grenade to get rid of all this stuff. I just don't want it to destroy anything that's in there, but I don't see anything back there. So I'm going to gamble that this is going to be worth one recycling grenade. Let's get some of this other stuff in here, just in case it recycles into things. Oh, I can't pick that up. You know, not for nothing, Morgan, but I do kind of feel like I could lift up that crash cart back onto its wheels and push it over. I could do it. Chloe could do it. Nadine could do it. Pretty sure any character Laura Bailey's ever played could do it. I guess Morgan can't. Just can't wrench it up. Okay, let's get ourselves a nice recycler charge and minimum safe distance. Oh, and interestingly, this thing still survived. The person did not. We'll have to tell his family. Did anybody notice, did I just pick up like a ball of organic? Is that what the person turned into? Just a baseball of goo for Morgan to recycle into something. Drienne is here and semi-lurking. Oh, Alekness, yeah, by all means, you're welcome to post the link. So I would recommend texting it to Mia in a whisper, only because I have discovered that we don't necessarily have full control over what the Twitch bot will do or not. I believe we have successfully adjusted it so that people can post links, because we've never had an issue with that so far. And as long as people are going to be, you know, basically as good as our chatters have always been, we will leave that ability open. Okay, so what do we think is... Oh, it's locked. Wow, that's super disappointing. What was the purpose of this area then? I mean, clearly we can unlock it from the other side, but that means that this is an exit, not an entrance. We have to unlock it from the other side, and that's the only way that this area is worthy of anything. So Aleknax is a fan of the Civilization games, and that's interesting to me because I had asked him, like, he was talking about playing Civilization 5, and I think in an earlier episode of this series, I made the observation that Civilization 5 was a much maligned edition of the game all the way up until Civilization 6 came out, at which point that became the much maligned edition of the game. And everybody, like people, individuals that I know that couldn't spare a kind word for Civilization 5 if it was dangling off of a cliff, all of a sudden were like waxing poetic about how much they adored it. And I very much enjoyed Civilization 5, and I really like Civilization 6. Aleknax has just started it, and he's had an interesting experience with it that maybe we'll go into once I can navigate to the end of this. Z. Okay, that should be doable. That should be doable. F. I'm going to save it again because that was an all-star award-winning performance of hacking. Okay, volunteer testing. Actually, maybe this is what I was thinking of, although I thought we had the key for volunteer testing. So, I really, really like Civilization 6. I think that it's, you know, I would like to see the tactical combat be better, you know, during wartime and stuff like that. Like, yes, that is a valid criticism, and I understand the people that say that, and I think they have a valid point and that deserves to be talked about. In terms of, like, not a war game, but a civilization builder in which war is a viable... Oh, I'm gonna have to decode this, aren't I? I'm terrible at chess, but we will... Crap. Oop. So, hold on a second. Okay, that one went okay. The specific things I like about Civilization 6 is that in Civilization 5, it felt to me like the different civilizations were very, very heavily catered to one particular play style. And that's good, because it gives the game a lot of incentive. It's good in one way, that it gives you a lot of incentive to replay the game with different civilizations in order to... Oh, I hate the Voltaic Phantoms. Did I ever figure out how to fight these guys? Hold on a second. I need to get to my data here. We will continue our civilization analysis here once I'm not just about to get killed. Oh, that's right. EMPs. That's what they don't like. Okay, I've got those. I didn't actually read that, but I'm just now remembering. Where is it? Voltaic Phantom. Also, I can do those. Yeah, weakness to EMP and null wave, but I've got a lot more EMPs than I have null waves, so we're gonna stick with this. The only thing is we gotta make sure that it connects, and for that, I think I want to scan it first. Before I do that, hold on a second. Data. Gotta scroll back down to it. I didn't pay attention to. Yeah, I definitely want to scan it first, so... That means that... No, see, the glue, it barely does anything to it. So I guess what I should do then is... well, first of all, I should kill this thing. And not with this gun. Did he go and get his older brother? You suck, buddy. Fight your own battles. Is it coming through the door? Yes, it is. Okay, it mostly saw me. But not enough to start voltaicing, so... That's a bad throw. Crap. Oh, this is the last thing you see before you die. Okay, so electrostatic resistance would be nice to have, but mostly I just need to not be standing here. Okay, and now I need something to hit it very hard. Okay, it is doing so much damage to me, even at a range. Okay, medikit, suit repair kit. Probably the null wave beam, or Q beam, whatever. Just get this a little bit loaded up here, and... Oh, he had another door to come through. Crap. Glue gun. So I'd really like to look at chat, but something in here is not what it seems to be. Okay, hopefully that's it. God damn it. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let me take a quick look around, and I expect there's going to be a bunch of things to read in here, so we will discuss some more Civilization 6 stuff in a second. Ooh, crumpled paper. Yes, please. So one thing that I like about this game is the fact that you can... Okay. Sorry, is this a reference to something? This is very odd. Now I really want somebody who speaks Mandarin to tell me if that's what it actually says, because I bet that it does. Also, can you imagine doing things that intricate and that small with a dry erase marker? I can't. It'd just be a big smear. Let's see. I was expecting some of these computers to work. So, this again is kind of interesting. I hope I don't have to solve this chess problem. So what I was angling around towards is that one of the changes that I feel like they did make in Civilization 6 is that rather than making factions that are really only viable for one highly specialized play style, they worked more on having the factions be good for at least a couple. Like, here is someone who's going to be really good at pursuing a religious victory or a military victory, and, you know, there's ways to synergize those two goals together into, like, a big religious crusade. That's actually a civilization that just came out as part of the season pass. So, it still makes each playthrough with the different factions feel really fresh and unique, relative to the other playstyles, the other civilizations, without feeling like, oh, well, I'm playing as India and there's only one correct strategy to play India. You know, you have a little bit more freedom to it. I weirdly want to open this, but I can't. Do I just smash it open? Nope. Boy, I really want that bag of feces. No handle on this thing. Nope. Okay, I'll just have to leave it there. Now, we could print out the operator. And Alex Nance is saying that's what he thought when he saw the Mandarin on the chalkboard. Volunteer testing. Now, volunteer, as I feel like we've learned in playing this game so far, that should really be in quotation marks. I don't think any of them volunteered for this. No, actually, let me walk that back. None of them volunteered for this. As far as we know, Morgan Yu might legitimately be the one person that volunteered to have something done, and even that we have to take on faith of those around her that don't appear to have her best interests at heart. Just taking a look around here. Okay, let's check this out. Absolutely no idea. It looks like they were monitoring, like, infection rates, or the effectiveness of whatever that middle thing is seemed to be pretty high for them. But whether that was an infection or a cure, we don't know that. That was a very effective musical cue. Oh, I think they played that one at my prom. Nope, nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Nothing to go with it, though. Just keeping you on your toes. Okay, have I searched? Yes, I feel like I've done a good once around on this room. Probably twice around at this point. Okay, let's search this middle tube. Boy, do I not want to walk in here. I'm going to save it, because this looks like the kind of room that you get trapped in, and then a bad guy comes out and monologues. Get in the chair, Clarice. You've no way out. You must sit down while I drive these spikes into a temple. Okay, press F to submit to torture. Go up here. Okay, nope, that's where I came in. Got it. that's the medical bay. And this is... this. So wait, where the hell am I? This is just volunteer testing. Well, no, there's something over here that I have not seen yet. So before I go, there's no reason in the world not to print off a guy here.
Requesting new operator.
Also, another thing that I like about both Civilization 5 and 6, but I do feel is
Diagnosing.
overall a little bit sharper to me in Civilization 6 is the individual personalities of the leaders. For example, Tamiris is the leader of the Scythian Empire in Civilization 6, and she hates my guts. She hates me personally. Like, not the character that I am, because I'm different characters. I mean me. And I've learned that about Tamiris. No matter what I do, I'm going to be at odds with Tamiris. She'll be best friends with other players, but me? Nuh-uh. Nope, she doesn't want to have any part of it. So whenever Tamiris is in a game, I'm like, okay, I think I know who has to get taken out third. Because you can't take her out first. She's way too strong at the beginning of the game. Now, one thing that Civilization 6 is missing from the expanded version of Civilization 5... Okay, I have not been down this staircase, but that's not to say that I haven't been down here in other ways. One thing that's missing is that in one of the expansion packs for Civilization 5, they added this idea of ideologies that would unlock more or less in the early modern era. Consider it like, you know, late 1850s, very early 1900s, that sort of broad time period in the game. Nations in Civilization 5 would start to split off into autocracies, democracies, and communist governments. I'm not, you know, necessarily remembering, like socialism. And suddenly, well, not so suddenly, but hold on, let me grab this, and I'm pretty sure we've already read all of that in an earlier stream. The world would sort of like partition off into natural allies, like the democracies of the world and the dictatorships of the world, and sometimes civilizations that you had been friends with for hundreds of years, you would suddenly find yourself diametrically opposed to on this ideological spectrum because they had gone a different way than your civilization had. And it was a really interesting way to mix up the end game and to sort of reshuffle the deck of international alliances. And I really like that in Civilization 5, and I miss it in Civilization 6. Civilization 6 does some other interesting diplomatic stuff, but I don't feel like they've quite matched that feeling of, oh man, I've been neighbors and friends with Great Britain for like the whole of human civilization, and now I have no choice but to drop nuclear weapons on them because they're a democracy. Womp womp. Ooh, grand piano. Where am I, by the way? Order, freedom, and autocracy, actually. Alex Ness is saying that he's managed to ally with Tamiris. Well, yes, you're not me. Like, that's the key. You have to not be me personally, because that's what she objects to, apparently. The best way is to get her in good graces with diplomacy. Also, I once got into a game with Gilgamesh and Tamiris and had them both go to war with me as Gandhi. Well, in fairness, you were Gandhi. And if there's one thing that is a universal truism about Civilization games, Gandhi is always a son of a bitch every single time. And I really want to stress when I say that, I am talking about fictional Civilization Gandhi. Fictional Civilization Gandhi is the biggest asshole in the world. And he is designed to be that way. So I can't get in here. Was there anything else upstairs in Let's look back upstairs. We went through volunteer testing. There's nothing here. This is apparently locked. Unless there was like a... Let me just run back up there real quick. Now, one interesting thing is that Aleknax reported that in Civilization 6, playing on the easiest difficulty level, he had cases where he would be in like the Renaissance era and squaring off against civilizations that were in the modern era, that just their technology boost over the player was absurd. And I don't know that I ever played Civilization 6 on Settler specifically. It had a pretty good tutorial, and I think I probably jumped into Chieftain or whatever's like a couple up there. And these days, I feel like for me, and this is like people are gonna laugh at this, but for me, I can play Civilization 6 at what is it? King. I think it's King. Yep. Oh, I have the door to this now. Hold on a second. 4, 5, 8, 7. I can play it on King and have a reasonably good time, but I feel like after I'm past a very, the early stage of the game, I can win unerringly. So King does feel, as a difficulty level, a touch too easy once you're past that early part of just starting the game. On the other hand, played without mods or other considerations, Emperor whoops my ass. Like, I would say that on Emperor, that is a level where I really would agree with what Aleknax was saying about the... Oh, hold on. Items confiscated in latest shakedown. Free recycling charges, which we just picked up. Wiring, plastic tubing, flask bourbon, which we just picked up. And a case of cigars. John, I take this stuff pretty seriously. I've already alerted Alex to the nature of this contraband. We're taking that out of here. Cigar and booze are one thing, but we can't have volunteers stockpiling stolen recycler charges. What do you think he plans to do? Signed, Bowser. Well, I mean, insert Mario joke here, but more specifically, I'm curious who he is. Okay. One of these doors. There's like a welding torch or something to cut those slats apart. Okay. I wonder if this is the other side of that locked thing that we couldn't get to before. Oh, whoops, I picked that up. Nope. No. Sunburst banana pudding. Sounds delicious. If there is not a brand of Sunburst banana pudding, somebody should invent that, because I would eat it. Okay, let me open this up. Yeah, Emperor is, like, because on Emperor, I think that that's the difficulty level in Civilization 6 where the AI, like, starts the game with an extra settler and, like a military unit or two. So you need to go into Emperor and basically just punch the first 3 civilizations that you meet as hard as you can. It's like the first day of prison out there. So if I want to get up there, I think I need to, glue my way up. Okay, let's do it live. Hopefully that's high enough. Oh, nope, hold on. I found a flaw in my plan. I didn't realize this stuck out the way it does. Okay, I didn't fall. So, do we try to go up the other side? Maybe I could jump to that? Yes. And now maybe I can make a little ledge? Not really. Yeah. Okay. We got it done. Oh, get out of here. You're like a cheaper head crab. Actually, I take that back. They're way cooler than head crabs. I'm just trying to wear away their self-esteem. Are you frozen yet? Okay. I don't know if I got all these pieces in here. Okay. And Alex and I saying it was Persia in his game. Persia got to atomic age while he was still in medieval. So Alex and I said, I'm not sure what happened there. I would say that that is very anomalous to my experience with Civilization 6. You know, I'm confident that it happened, but it sounds like something unusual occurred in that game. Okay, that's a corrupted... What's it called? I wonder if I can scan it for points.
Scan complete.
Okay, weak to electric, EMP. Okay. So I did...
Available.
Yes. So it looks like what we're trying to do in this area for some reason is turn the power back on. And we are, by the way, also working our way up towards... What's a divider? Oh, that's a divider. It's not a weapon. Oh, there's stuff back there. Hold on a second. V-amp. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got suit mods for days. Performing a sneak attack restores some health. Well, I love to do that, so why... There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, if I want to go out here, I have to blow open that door or smash open this window. Both of those have the unfortunate side effect of drawing a lot of attention, so... Now, one thing, so I talked about something that I really liked about Civilization 5 that I think to this day it still kind of has over Civilization 6 in that like diplomatic arena. What I feel like Civilization 6 makes up for is the way that Civilization 6 unpacks the city building of it. I think that the changes made to the city building in Civilization 6 are genius, and I adore the way that you get to set up districts outside your main city for military encampments, science campuses, religious campuses, the theater districts and stuff, and how those come to inform, like, the very landscape of your civilization is changed in a way that I find so much more rewarding. Crap, I need that guy to stop flying. A major element in every Civilization game is that you start with a blank canvas and then you cover it with roads and neighborhoods and other things. And Civilization 6 basically dials that not to 11, but like to 13. It's so awesome the way that, like, over time, the landscape itself will come to be reflective of your society and your play style in a way that is way above the other Civilization games. And it's one of the things that I like about it the most. Crap! He tricked me by moving. Okay. By the way, what am I doing with my life? And also in the game, I have weapon mods that I have not done anything with, and I'm being very silly about it. So hold on, let's upgrade this thing, because, like, why the hell wouldn't we? Increases duration of stun effect and amplifies damage to robotic targets. Yeah, that seems like a good thing to have around now, doesn't it? Before I commit to that, though, the Q-beam, because this is my nuke it. I don't know how to defeat this thing, and it needs to be dead now. Let's upgrade. Okay, so I would need Lab Tech 3 to go up in that. Maybe we should get Lab Tech 3, because that would be very useful. Handling, I don't care too much about. Firing time, again, that's okay. So let's go back on that. How about the Silence Pistol? Yeah, Silence Pistol's a good old mainstay. I use this all of the time. The Zap Gun is nice, but the Silence Pistol is good against everything to different capacities. So let's go ahead and throw an upgrade on that. Maximum firepower, that's what they call me. Accuracy is okay. Magazine capacity might be the next thing, but it's a difference of 3 bullets. It's not like the biggest thing. How many of these do I have left? Oh, I got 3. So I don't have to worry too much about it. How about the glue gun? Okay, I cannot upgrade the incapacitation rate, which is the thing I really care about. Let's see. Oh, the shotgun's the other one that I use all of the time. Yeah, so if we can upgrade the firepower on this, I think that's an absolute lock. So we're going to basically upgrade this as far as it'll go. Because again, when you need something dead, the shotgun is there for all of your kill it now needs. Ammo capacity, that's the other thing, because, you know, as we saw against fighting the Nightmare, 5 shots is nice, but 6 is better. I think we're going to do that. So as ratcheted up as I was to get, to spend my weapon upgrade kits on this, given our current situation, I feel better about where we've gone with it. Now, that said, I've also got 11 neuromods, so let's take a look. Hacking 3 is an early favorite, because I do like hacking and would like to do more of it. I do have more to say about Civ 6 and the difference between builders and workers, but increasing your psi pool, that certainly seems appealing. 2 additional chipsets in your psychoscope. So wait, before we do that, let's go take a look to see. So I've got 1 and 2. So this would boost damage done by kinetic blast, which would be nice if I ever get kinetic blast. This reduces the time that it takes to repair an object, which, if I'm ever on the clock for that, I mean, I probably died 3 minutes earlier, so I'm not going to worry about that. Mia, thank you very much for the new quote. All right, what else do we have here? I have always wanted leverage, and I've got 11 neuromods and get it for 5. Gunsmith 2, another favorite. Fortify turrets with spare parts, increase efficiency with spare parts, and suit patch kits. Every part of that is good. And then finally, extra inventory space and allow installation of 2 additional chipsets. We don't have enough chipsets to fill out what we need now. And then there's that. Reduce stamina costs of wrench attacks. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Reduce stamina. I don't care so much about that. Increase wrenched attack damage by 50%. That seems really good. And then your attacks deal 110% damage. Like, this might be one of the only psychic abilities that I ever pick up. But the other thing is that, like, hold on, because now we know that not lift field, not electrostatic burst. Jesus, I want some of these abilities. Not regeneration, unfortunately. So I don't know what fear does, by the way. Oh, I guess I have to scan more nightmares. That's good. It means that there's more than one of those in the game. Hooray. Psycho Shock. There we go. I really want this ability because as far as I can tell, if there's one more psychic ability that I want to take in the game, this is it. Because some of the enemies that I have no other clear mechanism to fight, I can fight with this. The trouble is I need to scan more telepaths for this. So I kind of want to save my neuromod so that I can jump directly to Psycho Shock 2. and to nullify psi abilities for 15 seconds. Yeah. So this might, so I'm just warning everybody right now, this might be the part in the game where I take this, and then if the turrets and operators stop, like, helping me out, I might reload it. Because I really want this. I don't want anybody to tell me if that's going to turn me too alien to be their friend. But, like, that's the thing that I really want. So, I mean, I could always craft some neuromods. Let's see if there's anything that I really care about having right now. Toughness seems really nice. Combat Focus 2 seems really nice. And then there's this. I mean, it's 4 points. Increases damage with all security weapons to 120%. I mean, that's both the... That's the gun and the shotgun. I don't suppose there's some equivalent for that with the non... And chance of critical... Yeah, I'm going to take that one. That one's too good to pass up. So Alec Next is asking about that. So it has been, and I as I talk about this, I'm not looking for further clarification because I feel like the game has deliberately left this vague. What we've been, it's been heavily insinuated by one of the NPCs that you can be scientist, engineer, and security all day long, but if you go, quote, too far into these fields here where you are blending your own DNA with the Typhon, then the... Yeah, we gotta find a way to get the power on. Then the operators and the turrets will start to scan you as being Typhon, and they themselves will attack you. And for reasons that even I cannot quite articulate, like, that is very important for me not to cross. Like, it has a lot of benefits. Some of those powers are super cool, but one thing that you'll find with me in games where, like, I have governorship over how a character develops is once I decide in my head who this character is, it is important to me to stay true to that character. Like, the only time I ever, like, really did a big reload, I think I reloaded, like, 2 hours of progress once in Skyrim, because what happened was my character finished a quest in a way that I felt was a betrayal of who she was, and I didn't want to play it. Like, I could have just, like, not taken the weird cursed weapon that I'd gotten, or, like, set it aside or whatever, but I wanted to reload it and to not have done that. Okay. Oh, crap! I didn't... there's somebody in here. Technopath.
Required.
Okay, yeah, I bet there are. What do we know about technopaths? Oh, this is the weird crystalline robot. Okay, let's read about this. Filed by Carlos Papinja. It took forever, but repairs to Arboretum airlock doors are finally complete. I think someone's been tampering with the electronics up there. When I popped open the control box, the whole thing looked like someone had been at it with a soldering iron. Just a bunch of crossed wires, stuff that's not even supposed to be in there. The programming was all wonky too. I had to wipe it clean and reinstall. I'll have to bring an engineering operator to clean up the rest of this. I'm filing a report with security about this too. We have enough junk malfunctioning around here. So, what is it, like a malfunctioning operator, do we think? So it's weak to electric, explosive, psychic, and EMP. See, psychic is why I want to, like, have that psychoblast ability. Oh, something is happening. Oh, Patikin is heading out. Patikin, thank you so much for stopping by. And again, thank you very much for the fun streams earlier, both on Tashir's channel and then in He Who Dies. We were watching you sort of both ways, and it was a lot of fun today. And I'm sorry we didn't have a chance to game. I had to help out a friend, but friend has been helped. Oh, also, good news, everyone. If you watched, I don't think I mentioned this in this stream, but in... So there's like turrets in there also. What am I stuck on? I mentioned during a recent Factorio stream that we had a sick pet. I can't tell if it's glitching out or... So here's the thing. I want to kill it. I don't necessarily want to take on all 3 of those red triangles at the same time.
Alien threat detected.
Yep. Oh, boy. The good update that I'm trying to give is that we took him to the vet, and the vet ran some blood work, and that was the last piece of information that we had. The blood work came back indicating an infection, and so he's on antibiotics now. This is less bad than we were fearing. You know, with cats, sometimes it can be cancer or whatever, so hopefully he is on the mend. We will... hope that that is the case. So these guys travel as a posse, it turns out. Oh, you know what I could do? If they don't like electric attacks, then they're really going to hate an EMP. Not even a little bit bothered by this attack. Okay, stop. Okay, so the EMP was good. The rest of it didn't go so hot. Are they all dead? Oh, they're my friends now. Okay. Okay, that worked out just fine. Well, that's good. I don't know who Halden Graves is, but I'm gonna go ransack his office. Did the operator drop pieces, or whatever it was called? Yes. More than me says, give him a pet for me. I sure will. He's still sort of a little bit, low energy from the whole ordeal. Okay, I can't... Can I hack this? Oh, I can. Okay, operator dispenser. If I were to guess, that's going to be an engineering operator, and that would be good. Okay, but before I do that, let's just take a quick look around. Yeah, I don't know how to get the power on in this area. Also, that is a neuromod down there, so it is teasing me with the desire to get down there. I have to wonder if I give this a good whack, will it... Nope. Alright. So, we're also going to set this turret up somewhere. I mean, like, here-ish. Give this guy some clearance right here.
Deploying.
And we'll set this guy up over here. Hopefully between the two of them. Like, this one doesn't look like it's got the greatest sight lines, but I mostly wanted to cover the other one.
Attitude adjustment required.
Alknas is saying, not sure if this is a spoiler, but be careful around turrets if you go alien with the neuromods. Yes, that is exactly what I am concerned about. And what I don't want to know is how many alien neuromods it takes for them to be upset. But yeah, that was something that was... Operator dispenser... Okay, so it might be upstairs from here that we're looking for. Boy, I can do anything in this game that is just not the main story. So I think I want to hack this because fun and profitable. Okay. Just slower then, or faster. Just get in there. X. It's not gonna work. All right. Let's try that again. Oh, God. X. Nope, I'm not going to be able to make it this time. Okay. One more time. C. X. Oof. Okay, one operator, please. Oh, should I have specified the non-corrupted copy? Oh, okay. Science operator.
Operator, ready to deploy.
Yeah, man, I'll...
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources operating. This should help.
So yeah, I wanted to give that update about the cat just because it had come up in an earlier stream, and I feel like it's
Should I change position?
in many ways more important to share positive news when it comes along, because especially here in the year 2020, we don't always get a lot of that. Oh, and since Aleknax is it feels like Aleknax is seeing a bunch of this for the first time. This is the psychoscope, and among other things, we have customized it to be able to reveal mimics that will sometimes disguise themselves as inanimate objects. Let me go over here. So I might be able to smash my way through that window, although it looks like the blinds might block me. Yep, Holden Graves' office. And it also allows us, as you've seen, to research enemies and unlock additional powers by it. So this is a very cool game that does some neat stuff. Nope, I really wanted that. Why do you think this guy kept cubes of exotic material on his desk? Just to show off the fly. Okay, I'm not reading that. There is no faster way. I'm sorry. It's just me. I'm sure it's just me. I'm not a Philistine. I like poetry just fine. But few things will get me to just slam down your book in a video game faster than putting poetry in there. I'm just not going to read it. Same thing with song lyrics in a book. Like if I'm reading, like Michael Crichton was really big into this. If I'm reading, please wait in progress. You may continue fabricating neuromods under current license. Revocation canceled. Okay. Well, let's look at the email first. Yeah, song lyrics in your novel, I'm not reading them. I'm just going to skip until, like, the next paragraph. Well, then, where do you think it comes from? You're sitting on the station's largest store of it, and you haven't even wondered what it is they have us injecting into our frontal lobes. You're brilliant, Graves, but you have the mind of an engineer. Good at answering questions, but not asking them. Second-guessing the use never struck you until you saw that report from Psychotronics, did it? And it's signed Helen. We have 4 neuromods here in the test lab. We received 4, signed for 4, and there are 4 in our secured storage. You're saying you shipped 7. I advise you to take it up with security and your delivery personnel. This isn't the first time neuromods have gone missing somewhere between fabrication and testing. So that's a hint as to where more neuromods are. We've probably been through there. So, do we think that's, Holden there? No! The fuck was that? I scanned this room, goddammit. It's a greater mimic, and I'm dead. That is true. Mia saying that I wouldn't even read her Dr. Seuss. Well, the hospital staff were so rude, and I just didn't feel that I had to sit there and take it, so I just stormed out rather than reading Dr. Seuss to Mia.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Okay. Didn't miss too much, so that's fine. Alecnax has the greater mimic just absolutely in one. Surprise, motherfucker! Yeah, so our psychoscope, this thing here, can detect regular mimics and highlight them in the environment, but what it cannot do is detect greater mimics. They suck, as we just saw. Because look at this, I'm running around with 74 health. It's not like I came in here on my last legs. So let's do that, and then that. Now, I don't think I looked at utilities last time. Fabrication Department is a Class 1000 clean room. Operate doors with caution, pursuant to TranStar Standard 309F. Concentration of airborne particulates must be controlled to within specified limits. Unlock doors. And now save it again, because unfortunately, we kind of spoiled ourselves on what happens next. So something in here is not what we think it is. And I'm betting it's the chair, because there's two chairs over there. So I'm going to... Oh, God. Oh, somewhere I picked up a little extra clip of ammo, because I was down to 2 shots before, and that was exactly as many as I needed. Oops. Alright. Let's grab that and that. And... no. Okay. Holden Graves. He had some frayed wire, spare parts, EMP charge, and a psi hypo. None of which helped him. But at least it'll help us. Anything? No. Holden, I gotta say, not too impressed with your digs here. Think there's something up in the ceiling again? We have seen that before. Also, just by the by, remember there was like we uncovered the existence of a smuggling ring, and it's like, oh, go around and hit these 3 things with... Oh, thought I almost got up there. Give it three taps with your wrench, and it'll come right open. And it was like there's like hidden treasure caches around. I have at this moment no idea where those are or what I'm looking for. I felt like it said something about a security station or security panel. No. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's head up there. I just one more time. I'm not going to jump for it because that's not working. Son of a bitch. It actually did work, and there's nothing up there that we can see. Okay, so the mystery to this location... Okay, so we did unlock some doors. What doors did we unlock? Not these. Yep, so this is where we came out. Just slithered through that little door. Let me head back downstairs. We're going to see if the doors that we unlocked are down there. My sense is that... Was it here? Was it storage? No. See, storage has no power. That's the problem with this area. Are these doors? Ah, these doors were unlocked. Okay. Well, I'll always take some more exotic materials because that's where we make our own neuromods from. And by the way, again, for Alecnax or anybody who might be stopping by, neuromods are basically upgrade points. You know the praxis points that you get in the Deus Ex games, the modern Deus Ex games to upgrade your character? That's what those are. I do not remember at this time if praxis points were a thing in like the original Deus Ex. Fabrication room. Yes, we have already been through here, although somehow I missed this trash that I can use to recycle. Okay, anything else in or around here? I don't think so. Is there a recycler station? Yes, there is. Also, there's a purple station? What is this? Ah, okay, a fabricator. That is very good news. I don't know how I missed it during my previous wander-throughs, but maybe I saw it and the power was off? We didn't turn on the power at some point, did we? I am going the opposite way. You find out about the non-mimic items with sticky notes on them. Yes, so that's a reference to the, or oh, wait. Speaking of notes, door actuators are wonky. Come see me if you need to get in. Signed Graves. Okay, so we solved the door puzzle without realizing it was a puzzle. Only that it was locked, and we cannot stand to have any locked doors in this. Ah, okay, so this isn't depowered, it's just broken, and I can actually fix that. Awesome. All right, so let's put this in. But yes, Alec Nax, we found there was an audio log between two characters that explained that one of them had gone around and put sticky notes on everything that he was sure was not a mimic. Let's get rid of the candy and the veggie blend and the banana pudding, because we've only got one of each of those. And I don't see too much call to recycle anything else. Yeah, we'll just eat those in a second. Okay. Oh, I can eat them from here. Eat. And now we will go back and recycle it all.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Nope, no. Get out. Come on. Okay. We were about to have a fight. Fight with the vending machine if it got stuck in there. Yeah, so here's why I remember the practice points. Like, if you would ask me otherwise, like absent this story, what was the name of the upgrade points in Human Revolution? I would not remember, because the name of the points is just so ancillary, like who even cares? The reason I remember it is that when they did Mankind Divided, was that the second one? I think that's the second one. And when they did that one, wait, there's something glowing over here. I don't know how I missed that. Hold on, now I gotta go recycle this, because I don't want to have to carry it around. When they did Mankind Divided, there was a... Why was my language failing me all of a sudden? A director's cut, a special edition, a collector's edition. And one of the bonuses that you got in the collector's edition was you got, like, 4 free praxis points. Like, hey, jumpstart your character and get these praxis points. But what they neglected to mention is that those practice points were single-use burns. They were good for one playthrough, your first playthrough, and when you redeemed that code or whatever it was, they were gone forever. So if you played Mankind Divided, again, I think that was the second game there, and you didn't like your build after the first, god damn it, after the first hour or two, you wanted to start over? Oh, sorry, your special, like, extra $20 edition of the game, those points were gone, and you never got them back. And I don't think they ever patched that or anything. That was just like, buyer beware, LOL. So, like, the one reason that I'm going to remember the name Praxis Points, like what that is because of all the, like, vitriolic news stories that they had about that. Okay, so I think we've now successfully recycled everything in a 100-yard radius. Let's go back to the... Yes, the fabricator, because we are very, very low on ammo. Okay, and Alec Knights is saying it was Mankind Divided. Yeah, How about this, guys? Deus Ex, Deus Ex 2. Yes, I know that there were earlier games in the Deus Ex franchise, but just do your redo, right? Like, we don't have to have it be so complicated. Nope. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, we're gonna need some shotgun shells. Grab that. And we'll probably make a second set of that. And now we want some 9mm bullets. So I remember when... So Mankind Divided was the first one? I thought that was Human Revolution. So I've never played the second one, which is weird because it's one of those games that we own. But I picked it up because I had fond memories of the previous game, in like the first game that they had done. Okay, so we've got some good bullets there. That's not quite what I was thinking of. I wanted the shotgun. Good, and 24 more bullets. That's probably enough for now. And then the stun gun. How are we doing for stun gun ammo? I actually don't know even what this looks like. Auto sort. Where is stun gun? We've got 329. That seems pretty good, I would think. So we'll hold on to that. And now for the Q-beam ammo, I'm gonna go with 651 is probably enough. Human Revolution was first, Mankind Divided was the second. Okay, so I played a bunch of Human Revolution and thought it was pretty neat. And I liked it, but I sort of petered out on it because I just, like, sort of wandered away. One thing that I've talked about that I like about streaming is that it does help to stay focused on the game that, you know, we're currently playing because we're sort of... It's sort of a group experience, so we're going through all as one, you know, all together. So it's easier to stay focused on what we're playing at the time, right? F5. And Human Revolution, I just sort of, like, wandered away from. It wasn't that I was dissatisfied with it, I just sort of, like, got swept up in other things. So I picked up the sequel, but I didn't play it because I wanted to go back and, you know, do the first one all the way through. So I attempted to do the first one all the way through, starting from scratch. And what I realized, and again, this is just me, that first game turned out to be super boring. When you start off in Mankind Divided, what is it? Yes, Mankind Divided. Human Revolution, sorry. When you start off in Human Revolution, it feels like the game is very dynamic. There's a mission at the very beginning where it's sort of urging you to move forward, and then you realize if you don't, that there's actually like gameplay and story consequences for it, and it seems really neat. However, oh boy, hold on, I think we want to read this. Let me circle back to this in just 1 second. I want to play the sequel to Human Revolution at some point, but I am not the same man I was 2 years ago, Alexei Petrov told me. Talos I has a way of changing you, rebuilding you into a better person. Petrov, along with 3 other members of the Menshevik movement, were arrested and convicted of the 2029 Red Square attacks which killed 32 people. All 4 men were sentenced to death. However, just 2 weeks from his execution, Petrov was approached by a tech giant Transstar. The company offered him a second chance as part of a new program called the Transstar Volunteer Initiative. Yeah, volunteers. So just so everybody is up to date, volunteers are convicted prisoners that they brought up and basically murdered in a variety of colorful ways in order to collect scientific data about the Typhons or the neuromods or some other thing. So pay no attention to the claims of volunteerhood. Petrov was given the opportunity to work as a human test subject in exchange for a commuted sentence. They tell me, come up to our space station, work with us on top secret science projects, give back to the world from which you've taken so much. So I did, Petrov said. I'm glad I did. Petrov isn't allowed to talk about the work he did on Talos I, but there's no denying he's a changed man. The former secondary school dropout is now working on a doctorate in astrophysics and says he has hopes to work for Transstar one day. That, and he is relaxing on the beach, having successfully beaten the Running Man tournament. So, here's the reason that I didn't particularly enjoy Human Revolution, but I would want to play the sequel. Human Revolution had a lot of really cool ideas. A lot of ideas that you see in this game, for example, of having like an inventory and customizable loadouts and skill points that influence the way that you play. There's a lot of good ideas in there. It's the implementation where I felt like they fell apart. And specifically, some of the quest design stuff. Rarely have I felt... Ooh, what... Did I run out of battery juice? I did. Hold on a second. It's okay, because it's actually making this crumpled paper easier to see. Okay. I mean, not since Fable 2 do I think that I've played a game where I felt like my time was more readily wasted than in Human Revolution. It would have a couple sections in the game where it'd be like a large... and not a particularly large, but a larger open world, and the game would have you run all the way from one distant corner of it to the other distant corner, and then run back again, simply to pad out the game time. I don't, like always, I am not interested in dumping on anybody's fond memories of Human Revolution, but after a few cycles of that, like a couple of visits to, what was it, Chicago in that game? Is it Chicago or Detroit? I forget which city it was. And it was probably like Memphis. Like, I mean, I could be totally wrong on what city it was. But boy, I got over that game and hard. But if they, in the sequel, tighten some of that stuff up and did a better job of like allowing you to play a full non-lethal playthrough, I think that it could be really great. So I very much would like to play Mankind Divided at some point. Alec Nance is saying Human Revolution was a great game, especially from 2011. It's boring unless you know what you're doing. Human Revolution is not a very casual game. It's a game you want to power through before you fall apart. MD, from what I've seen, it is... Oh, Mankind Divided is more exciting, I guess. And Alec Nax loved Fable 2. Yes, many people did. I fully recognize and accept that I am on the losing side of history with Fable 2. So, let me get the heck out of here. We've done a lot, but what we did not do was find any voice samples for the woman that we're trying to find. So let's at least, before we wrap up this session, go do that. Hold on, I want to make sure that I don't flub this. Okay. Yeah, we came here originally to interact with December. We have done so. And now I feel like we can go on. So what December gave us specifically was access to the safe in Alex's office in the Arboretum. That's not terribly far from where we are. Chivalry saying oddly... Oh, hold on. Oh, Drienne is saying that they plan to play Deus Ex, so they're going to continue to lurk for the moment. Yeah, so I would submit that mostly what I've talked about is just the general gameplay mechanics, but also I very much empathize with people. What the? No, get out of here. I'm out. Bye. I would rather face this load screen. So what we're going to have to do now is go back through the load screen and see if it's still there. And if it is, I don't know that I have an answer for it because I didn't realize it was that large. Oh, maybe what we should do is wait for that timer to go down. Okay, so we've got about 3 minutes here. So, yeah, what I was about to say is that I do very much empathize with people who don't want to know anything about a game. They don't want to hear about the gameplay mechanics. They don't want to hear feedback about what somebody else liked or didn't like. What they want is to go in and have their own experience with the game and let that be its own thing. Oh, that's right. We can hack this. And I think we will, although not looking forward to getting in with that mimic. Let's save it here real quick before we do this. So yeah, we will back off the Deus Ex conversations because I was very careful not to say things about... Okay, but move away from it. Alright, that was pretty great in slow motion. Alex is asking, why is the timer still going? Well, I believe what that means is, like, after a minute 45 here, the nightmare is gonna, like, go on a lunch break or something. We'll find out, but I have to assume that, like, where... Oh, but you know what? I really want to scan it. Darn it. Well, we can't scan it in that little narrow hallway. It's gonna eat us for breakfast, so... let me save this again. By the way, I'm only saving it in case I, like, accidentally die somehow doing this. Go. Z. No! What the fuck was that? Hold on. 4 seconds. We're fine. C. Okay, so let's read the email. We're locked in here. Graves has overridden the door locks and there's no way out of fabrication. We're in the research office upstairs. I'm with Snow and Divya. Graves' light is on. I can see him moving around his office, but he's not responding. Oh, hopefully we found those folks. So let's check the utilities. Let's unlock skill recorder, although we just came out through skill recorder, so that's fairly redundant now. And then the area map. Yeah, let's download it. Okay, Alec Nax has made a new clip of the reaction to the nightmare. Yeah, man, those things are horrifying. They're basically the size of a woolly mammoth, and they're, like, at least as aggressive. Alright, so in 24 seconds, we will go back through here and see if it has... What I'd like to see is that, like, the objective will actually mark as being complete, that we successfully evaded the nightmare. But I'm going to grab a quick drink here while we wait for that to count down. Okay, evade successful. Now, we did not get to scan it. Okay, I'm going to lay down another save here, just in case we walk directly into its mouth. Yeah, I saw like an enemy alertness bar just sort of like moving in a very odd way and could not figure out what we were looking at. I was like, is there like a poltergeist around here? And like, no, it's much worse than that. This game does an excellent job of like having you traverse through areas. It's very Metroidvania. It has some open world aspects in that you can go a lot of places that have, as far as I can tell so far, virtually nothing to do with the actual story of the game, and yet it's just rewarding to go and explore and like find new bits of lore and new upgrade modules and crafting materials and all that. Like, that stuff's all great. And the fact that you can wander into some of these areas where it's like, I really don't actually think I should be here right now. I think it's a little bit too dangerous for my current level of materials. That's where I'm getting the open world vibes, but the actual structure is a little bit more like a Metroidvania. It's rather more open than a Metroidvania. Usually those have like, this is the correct path that you need to follow, though you will be backtracking because you're going to see a lot of other paths that you cannot follow right now. Also, this doesn't look like a great way to go. Yeah, okay, let me check the map here, because I need to rethink how I'm going to get to where I want to be. So it's that way. Sure, so I just need to go out and around. Got it. Like, let's take this game as an example of all of that done right. And actually, sorry, Trauma Center has a medical robot I can talk to. In this game, first of all...
Hello, nice to see you.
It feels like if you take the time to explore and...
Whoops. Diagnosing.
Unlock things, like unlock doors and hack into things and so forth. We're steadily opening up shortcuts to allow us to navigate from one place to another. So this is a level 3 hacker. I don't think that we can do it, no. I mean, I could unlock the ability. How much do I have in the way of... Stop and think for a second. How much do I have in the way of crafting materials? It should show them somewhere, I thought. Like, how many exotics? Oh, but there's no summary. So I've got 78 exotic materials, and that's kind of the limiting factor on crafting on neuromods. So do I want to take hacking 3? How much? 6 points. Yeesh. That is very expensive. Do I want that? I don't know. Huh. What do you think could be in here that'd be worth that many points? The alternative would be to find Regina Seller's password. I don't think I want to spend 6 points on that. Aleknax is saying that Dark Souls does something similar where you unlock shortcuts. Yeah, the progression is a little bit different in that game. Like, I wouldn't necessarily call it Metroidvania because you are basically getting to the other side of a door and throwing a switch, as opposed to coming back once you have obtained a new ability. This is very ticky-tack. Like, it's sort of like I'm describing... I would be surprised if anybody referenced Dark Souls as being like a Metroidvania, and I think that the separating point between them... Hold on, I'm still trying to get up here. How do I... Hold on a second. Okay. Well, I couldn't get into security before. Let me just go see if I can get into security. Maybe I can download an area map here. But you're right, Aleknax, that, you know, on its surface, it has a very similar, like, you are basically unlocking shortcuts that are going to connect one area to another in a way that you don't have to replay those very large sections of game again. So that's definitely an element of it. I guess for me, the separation is that in a Metroidvania, when you are going back and sort of like going through an area that you've been before, you're now doing it with a new skill set. There's some new thing that you could do that was not possible before. Wow, I really want to go in there and get that weapon mod. And if I just had a little bit of a, Oh, wait a second. Do you think I can hit that button with the, I don't think you can. With the crossbow? I don't think you can, because, well...
Log submitted.
I don't know. I'm going to give this a shot. I have a bad feeling that I'm about to expend a lot of crossbow bolts for no reason. But, let's give it a shot. Okay, so then we're going to have to aim a little bit high. Oh my god! First shot and it worked! Wow! like, I'm not joking. I honestly thought that that was just going to be me wasting 5 darts and then reloading like a baby. I cannot believe that worked. I thought these would only work on touchscreens. Also, my dart. My foam dart. Ah, there it is. Wow. Okay. Let me switch to a real weapon. Wrench. And put that down. And put that away. And now we've got the weapon upgrade kit. Okay, that's what we really cared about. Let's read this email. Help, help, help now. Elias, anyone please. Help, Nils again. This is not a hoax. Life or death. Help us please now. Help, this is Nils. We're trapped here in Shuttle Bay. Please answer urgent help. Set up a reoccurring task for setting Morgan's keypad. We're getting code change requests every month. It's the same pattern. Morgan asks us what the current code is, asks if it was requested or if we chose it, then asks for a new one. It's unusual. Last time she asked, I was right there, so I told her the code and she gave me a blank look. A code that we set less than a week ago. Maybe she's testing our response time. Well, we know that she has memory issues, but I thought that that was a function of, oops, all the mods coming in and out. I don't think we've been to deep storage at all yet. And there is apparently no area map to download. Okay, so here's our second level 3 thing that we can't get into. This we've read before. Yes, we read that. Shotgun shells, the Orit. Her hand she put to the tent peg, and her right hand to the workman's hammer. And with the hammer she smote Sisera. She smote through his head, yeah. She pierced and struck through his temple. Okay. Like a cheery person. Dimitri's being held like you asked. He knew the door code, so I changed it to 1129. That's the holding room. I'm pretty sure that we've been in there, though. I feel like we made acquaintances with Dimitri. Alright, emails. I know you probably have your hands full right now, but we need you to send a security detail to detain Dimitri Bowser. He witnessed the incident, and he's pretty shaken. We're just not sure how stable he is at the moment. Make an assessment and hold him indefinitely if necessary. Use discretion. Signed, Alex U. I want to go on record as like, I think it's entirely possible that as this story unfolds, we will discover that Morgan is as bad or even worse than Alex. But boy, I don't like Alex. Ma'am, you know I went to the doctor about sleep and all that. I got pills, but still been seeing things. After game night, I was cleaning up and saw a chair move by itself. I'm not crazy like you know who. I'm sending this because just after the alert, I heard something in the vent over security. I thought I saw something black up there. We need to check this out because I'm starting to think there's something on the station that we don't know about. Security Officer Elias Black. So this is Ilyushin. Please add Michaela Ilyushin to the watch list. While she's currently performing her duties, her condition makes for a potential security risk and we may need leverage. Her access should be restricted to work and crew facilities. Please don't let her anywhere near the labs. Also flag any communications between her and Dr. Galagos out of psychotronics. Medicals begin to suspect she has white noise, so the fact that she falsified her records may be enough. So even earlier today, there was a book about white noise, and I was like, oh, we already read it, but now I wish I'd reread it, because I don't remember it being a condition. Normally, I'd advocate neuromod removal, but her condition prevents this. Keep me apprised. Signed, Alex. Sarah, I need your help tracking down a missing key card. This should be one of your highest priorities. It's labeled EP101. Let me know as soon as you find anything. And that was from Alex to Sarah. Okay, so I can... Oh, wait, we know... We have not been here, but now we know the key code. 1129. I always want to hack it just for practice. Okay. Up, up. I even scanned it, you guys. Like, I even was like, is it too much for me to pull out a gun and put it to that corpse's head? Is that going to be too much? Should I not do that? Am I just wasting everybody's time? Sure enough. Ms. Elazar, I don't know what I saw, but I was just trying to do my job. Now I worry I might not get a chance to talk to you, so I'm writing this. I don't recall the last time I was scared, but what happened in Sim, I can't get it out of my head. Whatever's happening, I want to help, not sit here in this room. I'm starting to feel like people on station haven't been shooting straight. Like, what do they actually do in psychotronics? No one I talk to goes in there, and Yuri Kimura has unnumbered neuromods in her office that I thought you should know about. Okay, so that's Officer Bowser. This is presumably the real Bowser, and he had some guns on him, or gun ammo. Alright, other than that, this is just an interrogation room. Oh, hello to Brian! Yeah, Bioshock, by the way, in our sort of conversation about Metroidvanias, which, just for the record, Metroidvania is actually just Super Metroid. Like, Super Metroid was the game, or actually regular Metroid, now that I think about it, was the game that really pioneered that style of gameplay, and then the Castlevania games sort of came around to it, but they were so good, and they really were very, very good, that now they're just sort of universally known as Metroidvanias. Yeah, backtracking itself doesn't necessarily make it a Metroidvania, in my view. What I think, where I think what sort of like crosses that over is when you are backtracking to an area and you can do new stuff that you couldn't do before, and like doors or ledges or pathways that were previously off limits to you, now you can interact with them. All right, I'm just trying to get over here. Oh my god! So many mimics. Okay, I did not realize this is not an area that we've been to. Oh, and everything's a mimic. Don't know what thing it is. I really don't want to continue shooting bullets at a real chair. Oh, hello, Octavia.
Are you on your way?
On my way where?
Octavia, didn't you see the alert? We're supposed to muster.
Listen, it's really sweet that you're worried about me, but we've had alerts before, and I've got 3 more of these glorified vacuum cleaners to fix before my shift is over. Make that 4. Someone dropped off another. God, these things are junk.
I don't think this is a drill, Octavia. I'm sending you the code. Please, come to the escape pods right now.
In The Office, there's an episode where Pam prints out a letter, like a notice about how like it's our kitchen and everybody has to work on keeping it clean. I'm trying to remember the exact wording, but everybody acted like it was the most passive-aggressive, like, cruelty that they'd ever been subjected to. And not gonna lie, I've absolutely printed that exact letter out, like looked up the exact lettering, and fuck you. Put that up on random things in the office. Yeah, I know you're a mimic, asshole. I can't shoot you from a distance, so just gonna work you into a paste. Alknax is asking, What do I think it would be like to play this with a controller? So I think with a little bit of aim assist, it would go just fine. I think that the enemies in this game are very fast, as we've seen in here. Now, you do have the slow down time ability that helps out a great deal with that, but I feel like the precision aiming with a controller would be a bit of a challenge. So I would absolutely welcome a little bit of aim assist on that. I don't care about this, so I just skimmed it real quick. It's a puff piece about artistry and the art of Talos I. Yes, it's a very fashionable place, but I didn't see any names that we recognize or anything else, so... Oh, boo. Okay, so I can't pick that up. What I can do is find some random piece of candy to eat, like... Yeah, this will give me 5 health points and 5 psi points, so sure, why not? That frees up a space for that. Oh, and look at this. We have a recycler right here, so let's just make sure if there's anything else we want to pick up. Okay. And feel pretty confident in that. I sort of skim that stuff, and if it just seems like it's... Welcome to Talos I, your home away from home. We have all the amenities necessary to make it feel like you're on Earth. From gravity to oxygen, you'll barely even miss not being able to go outside. Don't mind the endless monsters or the horrific scientific experiments on willing participants. Welcome to Talos I. Like, I'm not interested in reading that stuff. I feel like we've gotten the flavor of it by this point. I don't begrudge that it's here. I'm just like, if I detect that that's what the conversation is, we'll just not read it all out loud. Okay, this... And... Yep, get rid of that. And that. Kinda want to keep the tomatoes. I really like the image of Morgan just walking around eating a tomato like it's an apple. And also I've got 17 apples. What I like even more is the image of her eating the tomato like an apple while having actual apples that she could nosh on. Okay, that's everything. Oh, really? Aleknax is saying that apparently this game has no aim assist on consoles. Yeah, I can only speak to the experience of playing it on PC. One of the general rules, and I feel like I've said this a few times in recent streams, so please forgive the repetition, but one of the topics that me and I have discussed is like, when is it a controller game and when is it a keyboard and mouse game? And my personal take on it is that when it's a third-person game, I am much more likely to want to use a controller. And when it's first-person like this, the first-person aiming, like this, you show me this on a screen, and I'm gonna go keyboard and mouse every time. If you then draw the camera 18 inches behind this character's head and show me that same thing of like her holding a gun, by default, man, I'm gonna reach for a controller because that's Dead Space, that's Resident Evil 4, that's Gears of War. There are first-person games like Halo, for example, that I think are eminently better with a controller on a console. I do not think that Halo is a very good PC game at all, at least not when I tried it. But on a console, it just feels right. It feels like that's exactly what you want to play it on. But that is the exception to the rule. Shit. Nope. Okay. Just listening. Hold on. We pulled noodles off that corpse. I'm gonna eat them right now. Mmm. Corpse noodles. G to eat. And uncooked, too. Just straight crunch out of the package. Oh, and this guy had some shaker lemon pie. Well, see, lemon pie, that you really can just scoop out, like, the powder, just spoon it out into your mouth and drink some water, and it's basically just like the pie would have been. And no, I'm not speaking from experience. What are you talking about? Oh, hold on. Chipset. We have beam shielding. Reduces damage taken from laser attacks. Are there lasers in the game? Is this... I honestly could not tell you if there's, Nope. Get in there. There we go. Laser attacks. Oh, no. See, the operators shoot fire at you. The turrets shoot guns at you. Have we seen any turrets? Sorry, any lasers? Authorized personnel only. We need a key card for the IT supply closet. Yeah, we wouldn't want people getting the non-broken cooler fans. That would just be bedlam. Hold on, I want to... Do I expect to find anything on here? Not really, but as long as we have a vantage point. Things you can pick up glow, so you never know when you might see something worthwhile. Alec Max is saying that he won't play a controller unless it's a pain in the ass. He won't play Borderlands with a controller, but he will play Human Revolution. Oh, Diesel Jones! Diesel, how you doing? We were watching a bunch of you play... Sorry, we were watching a bunch of you when you were playing Elder Scrolls Online. I hope you continue to stream that game. I've really had a lot of fun watching that. I think it'd be fun if Chivalry continued to stream that as well, because as you've seen Diesel, he is very, very high level. Like, he knows that game inside and out, and what we do here is really focus on playing games that I've never played before, even if they fall into a genre that I have played. Oh, this is just back out. Okay. And then there's human resources, where I have been, if I No, I've never been into human resources somehow. Why the hell... Okay, we're not going to worry about that. Can we get up there? Hold on a second. Maybe that's why all these... Maybe that's why this looks like a staircase. Oh, so, sorry. The end of that thought process was, I like to play games here that I've never played before. On occasion, there we go. We'll break that rule, and I'll play something that I'm familiar with just because I really like it, and I want to show it to people. Fuck you. Hey, never, ever, ever go anywhere without the psychoscope up. General access. Yes, we're going to open that in just a second. Hold on. Are either of you a monster? No? But, sorry, I'm still trying to choke this one idea out, which is, I think there's a huge market out there for people who know a particular game inside and out and can show it to others, or just you enjoy playing this game, and will continue to do so. Okay, so where is this? Maintenance access only. Okay, so we can get in here now. We have been to sales division. Good. And Chivalry definitely falls into that category for Elder Scrolls Online. Hello to Azaric. Azaric is asking, how's the night going? Night is going well. It has been both adventurous, and we've found a lot of stuff, and made absolutely no forward progress in the main story at all. And yet it's been eventful and highly profitable in terms of, like, finding things and exploring. Getting shockingly scared by monsters the size of RVs. Okay, I don't see anything dangerous in here, which probably just means that it's around the corner. Wait a second. This is behind Morgan's office. Why is there a secret passage behind Morgan's office? This is the other side of her looking glass. This is her this is like a holographic projector that we look through. Oh. Well, we're not going to be able to make use of that. I really didn't think that was going to break. Okay. Hello. Oh, we can't talk to
You
Jane.
designed me to assist you. I have more instructions, but I can't access them until you've recovered both arming keys.
Okay, let's transfer junk and shaker lemon pie. And I don't think we've picked up anything else in the last, like, 3 minutes that I care about, so we'll just recycle that. Oh, hello to Lucha Freddy! Yeah, frankly, Diesel Jones could, like, just stream a telephone book, and I think that he'd be a lot of fun watching it, but I like watching people play MMOs. I find them to be very chill streams, and because there's not a lot of heavy story content, it tends to be, like, something great that you can have on the background, and they just sort of, like, can talk with their friends or talk about whatever comes up, and it's a very interesting experience. I love MMOs in theory. In practice, they tend to be too much of a time sink relative to what... So I can't figure this out. How many shotgun shells do I have? 35. And how many bullets do I have? 53. I don't think I need anything out of this, so we're just going to walk away from it. So, let's see if we can go head towards multiple objectives. Believe it or not, I have actually been trying to get there of late. But, like, Division 2, you know, we got a chance to watch a whole bunch of Division Force today, although I didn't have much of a chance to chat. Hold on, wait a second. Sylvain, I'm trusting you with my brain. You do good work, and hopefully that continues. Listen, if the tests don't go well, if something happens, let Alex know that I know it wasn't his fault. I signed up for this. I think we did read this. Also, if the tests drag on, consider moving your office down to Sim. Less hassle, and you can always move back after we celebrate our success. Yeah, all indications are that Morgan Yu was a willing participant in the wipe my memory clean from time to time, which is just difficult for me to wrap my mind around. I don't think we need that. Also, this office sucks. Like, maybe it's just partially packed up, but it doesn't seem very nice. Bianca Goodwin, volunteer liaison, that was her job. Okay, am I going to be able to get there from here, do we think? Oh, yeah, as long as it's the entrance to Hardware Labs, we just go around here. Now, excuse me while I put up my psychoscope. Lucha Freddy is saying, what a lie of a shout-out. He was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So, yeah, that's an interesting thing. When Mia got a shout-out from Doc Limitless, I believe. Was it Doc Limitless just yesterday? Oh, now I'm struggling to remember exactly who was rated at the end of Mia's stream. But it inexplicably said that she'd been playing The Witness, like that super esoteric puzzle game from the guy that made Braid. I don't remember his name right now. It's like Jonathan Winter or something like that. J Dubious. Yeah, and it's just like the shout out was... The shout out worked perfectly, except for being completely wrong. Oh boy. Completely wrong about what she was playing, so... Don't you shoot me. Okay, I did not sort of check my corners on that, so who knows what else might be in and around here. So, I do not have a bright memory of this place. I do feel like I remember reading that. We may or may not have looked through this telescope for a while. Yep, good old corporate advertising. Alknaz asking what they missed. Not a whole bunch. We found a secret passage behind Alex's looking glass, and I smashed through the glass, not really expecting it to break. I thought it was just going to bounce off like when we hit an LCD screen, and it does exactly what Mia's laptop didn't. But in this case, it actually did break right open, and so we were able to get back into Morgan's office, and now we are working our way over towards multiple objectives. I think we need to go in there. I hear badness. Oh boy. Lucian Freddy saying on your left, but also saying let's test this game, so I'm not sure that there was something on my left. There's definitely something to my front, though. Engineering operator corrupted. Well, we have a good sense on how to deal with these guys. Okay, let's tag them if we can. Right. I may be able to sneak past them, but why sneak past them? They're not alive, right? So I'm not going to feel bad if we kill them.
Dr. Yu.
Oh, yep. I had a feeling there was a second one. No, I cannot hack these to make them uncorrupted, can I? Fuck this shit. Oh boy. This is not the weapon I want, or the lifestyle choices I wanted to make. Jesus Christ. Alex is asking, how did I not spot the second one? I did, and so what happened there? Let's break that down. I killed the first one, or at least believe that I did. I actually heard the second one coming up, so I pulled back here, because I didn't think it had seen me yet, and then I was like, oh, it, you know, maybe it was upstairs, like, I'd only heard it. Are you here
for an appointment?
And then when I came back around, also, I feel like there's at least one corpse that I've missed. The third one, though, did get me off guard. Because that was the one from upstairs. I do not see a third corpse. Was it? It wasn't this guy, though. No. So I guess the question was, how did you not see them? I don't know. I did not see the second one. I definitely heard it, and then was completely wrong about where it was. Boy, that texture could load at any time. Okay, so our goal is there.
Hello, nice to see you.
Okay, so Alec is saying the first one didn't die. Well, that explains why I can't find it. I missed one up there, though. Machine shop. Okay, are you friend or foe? That guy looks friendly. Yes, it is. Come on.
Inspecting. Your suit's leaking. I'll match that for you.
Yeah, I thought that a good shock and then a good whack with a wrench was going to be enough to put down the first guy, so I miscounted on that. Alright, we've already gone through that, so... Oh, shoot.
Scan complete.
Weakness of Q-beam, nothing to ether resistance and ether absorption. So if I was to get other psychic abilities... Oh, look at its face. I didn't know they had faces. Yuck. Alright, yeah, well, the thing that I'm looking for is Psycho Shock. And apparently, the only person that's going to give it to me, the only enemy type, is a telepath.
Psionic aptitude available.
Alright, let's try to keep low. We're going to transfer junk. Anything else we want to recycle here? Look how many suit mod kits I have. I don't really maintain my suit very well. This I don't want to research because, or sell because of the 5 side points. 2 of those is 10, and 10 is enough to get you at least half of a good power. I don't see anything else in here. It might be time to recycle one of these EMP charges, only because they're leaking over into extra slots, but by God, I can fit 17 apples into my pocket. Why do I feel like I have an extra weapon in here? Didn't I pick up an extra wrench? Why to do this? Didn't I... Or an extra shotgun? Am I misremembering this? Because I don't see any unassigned weapons here. I don't see any duplicates. But man, I could have sworn that I picked one up at some point. No, I don't see it. Alright. And speaking of which, if ever there was a time to eat those jellied eels... hold on. Where are they? This is my curse with inventory in games like this. I am capable of the most willful of blindnesses. There they are. They're right underneath there. Okay, so I'm gonna eat one. And I might eat the other one after the health regen is all the way done. What is up there? I didn't think that there was anything up there. Okay, EMP charges, and this person. I don't know why I didn't ever search that before. Okay, do we think I can snipe this thing to death? Actually, what I really want to do with it is Q-beam it, I think. But, you know what? Regular bullets can be fun, too.
Operator approach.
Apparently more fun for him than for me. Jesus, they're fast. Yeah, I'm not going to get the best of this. I just need to Q-beam it. And I'm going to have to obviously slow down time because, I mean, look at how this thing moves. It's like trying to fight the Flash. Alright, that one's dead, but I think he has a clone. Okay, I don't know what that means, exclamation point. Oh, radiation poisoning. Okay. So, the guy that popped over here? No? Okay, it must have been that guy.
Operator approach.
Okay. A. Get that away. Okay, the only reason I'm coming back up here is that we picked up some organs and stuff, and now I can throw those in there. Just recycle them real quick. Alex is asking, this is one of those games where you're all like, how am I fitting all of this crap into my pocket? Yeah, and I'm okay with that. Like, I am... There are games where I do feel like inventory management can be a fun and... Moon door? Oh, moon door. Yeah, there's something down here, isn't there? Isn't there like didn't we look down here and say there's something down here that we want? Yeah, there's that stuff. Okay, sure. Let's repair moon door. Oh, boo. Okay, so we would need repair 3. Do I want repair 3? I mean, I can afford it. It's another one of those things where it's like, I can get it if I want. Repair 3. It's just 8 neuromods. All the neuromods I have. No more left for, Psychoshock or whatever it's called. Really want Psychoshock. Repair 3. We can get this moon door open. It's the only repair 3 that we've seen, though. And, like, what is that even? That's probably a couple neuromods. I think that's a couple neuromods. And then this is... That's the other question, though. What is this thing? I have no idea. The fact that it's glowing makes me really want it. But here's the point: if we spend those neuromods, I'm not reloading past it. It's a permanent decision. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna walk away from this for right now. Yeah, some people get super militant about, like, inventory settings, and they want it to be, a certain degree of realism, or a certain degree of, like, just sort of hand-waving about, like, well, I can just fit, you know, 40 guns in my pocket, it's fine. For me, I'm like, what makes for the best balance? What makes for interesting decision-making? Some games, the inventory management gets really overwhelming, and you hate it, and other times it's like, I mean, like, The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3, like, I really enjoyed sometimes having to make decisions about how I wanted, you know, what I was going to take in, what I was going to leave behind. You want it all. Okay, so let's head out here. We're going to see where the multiple objectives take us. In other news, just sort of civic responsibility update, we got our mail-in ballots today, and we filled them out, and we'll be sending them in, or like dropping them off at one of the ballot stations on Monday. Like, early and direct, and get it done. Do not procrastinate. I hope that everybody listening to this in the United States of America gets themselves fully sort of registered and ready to vote. It is very, very important. So, hull breach, hardware labs. We've already been through here, haven't we? Didn't we search this whole area? Yeah, if I missed something in here. Wait, we might be able to hack this chest safe, because we couldn't do it before. I don't know if we can do it now. Nope, level 3. So that is the third level 3 hacking thing that we found since I was like, I'm not sure that I've seen too many of them. Alright, let's get ourselves a little bit clear. Now, we may encounter a telepath or something. So this is showing multiple objectives up here now. Let's make sure that there's nothing else of note around. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna go full thrust up here. Skyrim is another example. Alec Knight is saying for like Dark Souls, he'll grab absolutely everything. Yeah, I mean everything is precious in a Dark Souls style game. Something sees me. The Blue Dude says hacking isn't the best thing unless you plan on going all the way. I will say I feel like I've gotten good use out of hacking 1 and 2 so far. I am, like, given my druthers personally, going between the psychic abilities or, like, the scientific abilities, I would much rather go with, like, hacking 3 and stuff like that. And also, like, we have tons of crafting materials. There is no reason for me to be as cagey about this as I am, and yet it's a situation where I feel oddly compelled to make sure that I have the neuromods for the thing that I feel like I need, which is Psychoshock, and then we'll circle back for hacking 3. But that said, I agree with you. I'm the style of gamer where, absent other information, I will typically specialize in a couple things as opposed to going jack of all trades and doing everything. Okay, so there's a pistol here we couldn't take the last time we were here. We've already made the acquaintance of Zachary West. So this is voice locked, but I didn't get more voice samples, did I? Hold on a second. Oh yeah, no, we didn't do any of this at all. But we can do a bunch of other stuff. I want to search Alex's office safe. Let's see if we can... Alex is safe, 65 meters. Let's head upstairs. Alex Nash is saying... Hold on a second. Hide. Hide better than this. Okay. Thermal guys. Any ideas? I feel like this is the guy that, like, I have absolutely nothing against them. Weakness is psychic, which I don't have, and immune to fire, which I don't have. So, technically, we're perfectly equal then. So, the only thing I have going for me against these guys is the Q-beam, because the Q-beam seems to obliterate everything, and it's not technically fire.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Don't know who's saying that. What I do know is that if I can get off a nice sneak attack against this thing with a shotgun blast to the back of the head, that'll get us off on a pretty good fight. What are you doing? Oh, this thing is gonna kill me dead. Alright, Q-beam time. And also, by the way, slow down time. Yeah, because he's going to do that, and I'm going to do this. You just stay right there, buddy. Okay. Q-beam successful. Did I not scan him? Oh, I don't think I scanned him. I might have scanned him before, though. So that might not have been as thunderously stupid as I suddenly feel. The Blue Dude says, do you have any Typhon upgrades yet? No. I have the ability to slow down time, which is not a Typhon upgrade. What I have not gotten is any of the Typhon upgrades. There's one I have my eye on.
Good evening, Talos. Dr.
Oh, she's going to talk about this for a second. I want to get Psychoshock, and the trouble is Psychoshock, as it turns out, can only be unlocked by researching an extremely specific and so far very rare enemy type. I think there's actually an elevator up to his office now that I think about it. Alex Yu's office is somehow this way. That's the bridge. But no, aside from that, my vision of Morgan, personally, is she's an engineer and scientist first, and doesn't have a lot of time for psychic mumbo-jumbo. Also, because she's an engineer first, I personally don't like the idea of not being able to use turrets and operators. So as a result, I am... Crap! Oh, that was a good one. Shit. And I can't see anything with these plants everywhere. Oh, shit! When did I run out of bullets? What the hell? Did I shoot all my bullets at some point? I have no memory of shooting like 70 bullets. Jeez. Okay. That's really concerning. What? Okay, I walked backwards through some leaves, and it it made the presence of the suit flashlight very alarming. Alec Knight is saying that I used a lot in the Etheric Phantom. Maybe that is it. Yikes. So I'm gonna need to stop by a fabricator. I made a mistake there. Although, this person did have a little bit. Not a bunch, but 16 is way better than 0. Given by Catherine Yu. Interesting. That is the first indication that we've heard of a Yu matriarch. We know Alex, we know Morgan, we know William. I don't think we've heard of Catherine Yu yet. So, do we think I can smash through this? I can. Not only can I, there's a medikit behind here. Boy. What is that? No. Nope. No, where's the, Okay, well then it's a greater mimic, because we saw it bounce around. Crap. I'm gonna have to use all my ammo. Okay, should I want to get up there using the glue gun? Do we think this... What is happening here? Nothing. Okay. Well, let's do it. We'll find out what's up there and then... Oh, whoops. This is just like a wall jumping and... Get up there. Okay, this may not be traversable because my experience with the game's sort of physics so far is that I should be able to jump up there. But let's try it again. Jump. Morgan. Come on. There we go. Okay, let me, There. Nope. Okay. And now... Okay, here we are, up on top of the moon. Okay, circuit board, EMP, transcribe.
Yesterday's batch was an abysmal failure. Piss-poor route initiation. However, Dr. Lin from Psychotronics was kind enough to provide me with a sample of material that should multiply the effectiveness of the phytohormones when applied to already mature plants. I expect reduced time to maturity, increased yield, and an above-normal salutary effect. Hopefully, it doesn't taste like shit. I just need permission to run the plan through the fabricator.
So this is pretty cool. We're sort of, we're not like clipped through geometry or anything. We're just sort of like behind the facade of all of the construction, which is super neat. It's kind of like being backstage at Disney World. Also, Alec Knight is asking, what's the difference between greater and lesser mimics? Greater mimics have, in my limited experience, significantly more health and... Okay, hold on. We'll answer that, the rest of that in just a second. We've got a limited amount of time to... You know what? Just fix it. Don't burst. Okay. So, listen to this.
Captain? I thought...
Your shift isn't for another 2 hours, but I need you to come in now.
Is everything okay?
No, it's not. Stop by my cabin first. Bring the gun from my safe. Transmitting the key code.
Right away, Captain.
The golden gun? Well, that sounds like a nice prize. So to continue on the difference between greater mimics and regular mimics, greater mimics also have the ability to camouflage themselves in a way that the... G. Why? Hold on. 1 second here. In a way that the this thing, the psychoscope, cannot recognize. So this, with the upgrade that we have, it can detect mimics even when they are camouflaged. Greater mimics, though, it cannot detect, so they can still get the jump on Morgan. Alex is safe. I really wanted to get there today. Yeah, I'm sort of experiencing a little bit of a disagreement with Morgan personally, because I think that those Typhon upgrades look awesome, but it just sort of bothers me. I'm going to get myself stuck up here. This does not feel like the way that I'm supposed to be interacting with this geometry. Come on. Okay, don't die at least. Okay, so how do I get up there to Alex's safe? There's got to be a grav lift up there. Oh, I was so close, and I just couldn't figure out the rest of the way up. The blue dude is asking what difficulty you're playing at. I am playing on normal, and I feel like I would have wanted to play it at least with the weapon degradation stuff on, because I feel like that would have been pretty cool. I'm scouting for a way to get up there and not seeing one from this side. Nope. All right. But, I've got lots of stuff, and here is the difference between, like, this and Resident Evil 2. When we streamed Resident Evil 2, I felt all of the time like I was teetering on the brink of absolute collapse. And it turned out that that was not amenable to a fun, feel-good playthrough in the year 2020. It is a very, very good game, but it is very good at setting me on edge in a way that I was like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Okay, so here's Alex Yu's office. Please, I still don't have this, huh? Well, the good news, Alex, I really want to be out of here. How do I... There we go. Yeah, I don't need, the key code to get up there. You can probably get pretty far just coming up the outside of this thing. Oops. Alright. Let me save before I do this, because fall damage is real. I think I can successfully get myself up onto glue platforms about a third of the time, and then the rest of the time that happens. Okay, just chill out, Morgan. I know we can do this because I've done this in other shafts just like it. Suffering from slippery feet all of a sudden. Woof. Alec Knox is asking, not going through the lobby. Well, let's take a quick look. Is there a way up through the lobby? I didn't, The lobby has a main lift, so this is feeling like not gonna be as successful as I thought. And I don't have hacking level 4. Nope, that's just perfectly falling now. This is harder than I expected it to be, because we've done this style of, like, glue our way up the walls before, but here it doesn't seem like she can get enough purchase on here, and I can't build the nodules on top of other nodules.
Good evening, Talos. A word from our security chief, Ms. Alazar. To protect your co-workers' privacy, security terminals are reserved for authorized uses
Let's try one more
only.
idea.
If you're not wearing a blue uniform, you're probably not authorized.
Get rid of all this. New plan. You too. Alright, let me build more of a traditional ramp here. Nope. Yeah, she can walk on these, like, little rings, but she can't quite get her way up. Alright, fair enough. We can't do it that way. Now, we did almost make it up a different way, which I then promptly screwed up because I went the wrong way. I wonder if we can build a little, like, ramp or something on the outside of this thing. Kind of looks like we can climb up part of this tree, doesn't it? Yeah. Not this way. The lobby's connected to that staircase you nearly got trapped on. The lobby is... so... Not sure that I see a lobby on the map, but let's go back around. So you can go downstairs to the bridge, which is what I don't want. You know the other idea? We might be able to glide over... No, I was about to say from the greenhouse, but the greenhouse is lower and also too far away. Oh, here's the lobby. This is what Alec Nax was talking about. So the lobby goes through to the main lift, which will take us to other parts of the space station. There's a med bay here where I could print off another operator. And then there is this as well. Let me go through here, because it's been a hot minute. Okay, good friendly turret. Nope, that just brings me back around here. Yeah, so I don't think that the lobby itself will do it, but what about these stairs? Let's just cover all our bases. Because the other thing I can do, by the way, is we do have other business at the greenhouse.
Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Yeah, I think we have the password for this now. So let's hit this. Okay, so we can activate the sprinklers, but if I remember correctly, we wanted to get the growth formula, which we have. Let me check the objective on this thing, because my memory is that there was a whole, like, growth formula thing happening. Fabricate the growth formula. So, yeah, I think we want to put that into the sprinkler system for some reason.
Hello.
Do we have access to a fabricator on this floor? Well, we've got an operator dispenser in there and an operator dispenser over there, and I don't see a lot of
Nice to see you.
fabricators on this floor. But we could maybe go downstairs to the bridge. That might have one. Have I gone down here? Yes, yep. I remember that guy. Boy, I really wanted to make it up to Alex's place. I guess we're just not destined to be there as part of this particular section of the game. I think that we could probably fake our way in there, as we so nearly almost did. But... Oops. And we've been up here as well. Yeah, William U. Interesting that Catherine and William U, they gave benches very far apart from each other. Their memorials are not closely connected. And here's the storage area with this level 4 lock. Alright, let's head down to the bridge just to see if there's a fabricator there. Alec is asking, how did that woman die? Probably in another location than she was posed in that environment. So this is taking us to the Talos I bridge. Well, let's go through it. And again, we're going to see if there's a fabricator so that we can fabricate the growth formula. I'm willing to bet that it takes a lot of organics. Oh, and Blue Dude is saying the lobby he's referring to is in a different part of the station. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. So, now we're just gonna die. Okay. That's also bad. Raider Mimic, I am not in the mood. Okay, we're just going to, I think, load the last save game. And hello to Marinda. Yes, run away all over the place. We actually did defeat a nightmare. I was hoping to scan that one, but the... Okay, good. We've scanned it. Now we need to get away from it, and I really didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we're just going to go back in here. You know what's not worth a fabricator? Fighting or fleeing from a nightmare. I probably should have opted for, like, facing down the cystoid that was downstairs, because they are not especially dangerous, at least not in comparison to a nightmare, which can... Like, the nightmare is the next thing that really makes me want to take a serious health upgrade, because any attack that thing does seems to take about 75% of the maximum life bar. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to have to call it here for this evening. I'd really wanted to get into that safe and learn more about January, but it turns out that Alex's castle at the top of the world is appropriately difficult to get into. Once this timer counts down, I suspect that we will be able to go downstairs and further explore the bridge area, but I don't actually have any business at the bridge right at the moment. Like, my next goal, having done so much freeform exploration, would be to... Oh, I can hack this. Hold on, we'll do this. Would be to progress something in the main story, but... I feel like our current position makes that a little bit difficult. X. So, trying to go further than that. Oh, believe me, no one is angrier than I am. Sisters do seem less dramatic than nightmares. Yes. Yeah, a single, crossbow bolt would have sufficed against those things. So I'm not going to be able to do this one because I can't navigate this quickly enough to then get to the second one. We're always going to try, but it's a little bit too narrow. You know what I might do before we wrap up our time with Prey? Hook up a controller to see if this is more doable with a controller, because I am legitimately curious if the control could feel a little bit better. Oh! All right, this one looks a little more doable in the time limit, I think. F. Come on. F. Yeah, see, that one we can do with 3 seconds left. There's a qualitative difference in those, at least in terms of the ones that I can do okay.
TranStar Cobalt 410 engineering class operator ready to deploy.
Hello? Okay. Also, let's mark him up so he's easier to find in the future. Okay, so let's call it here. When we come back, we'll do one of a couple things. We might make another attempt to get into Alex's safe. We might, I don't know what it's pointing us towards the main lift for. But what we'll definitely do, here's my promise for episode 9. We will go get the vocal recordings that we need to get into deep storage, because that is our next main quest. And I have basically run around now for about 5 hours doing every other thing except for that. So let's pencil that in for episode 9. That may be tomorrow. It may be Monday. It's a little bit difficult to... If I was to predict right now, that'll be on Monday. But hey, check back tomorrow. If there's time between Tashir Games over at TASHERRE Games and Division Force, and then More Than a Mia for Slow and Steady Sundays, rather, where she will be playing the continuing adventures of Michael, Trevor, and... whoever. I'm very tired now, in Grand Theft Auto 5. So we will see you in those streams, and then if there's time between them, maybe a little bit more Prey or Factorio or something fun. And the Blue Dude says controller is definitely easier for me. Yeah, those hacking puzzles, the mazes, reflex, precision tests, whatever you want to call them, I think that I could pick up a controller and be much more successful. But maybe it's super sensitive. You know, who knows? Anyway, let's call it here. We will find somebody to raid, and we will see you guys again for episode 9 of Prey at some point in the next day or so. Until next time, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.